right, we are doing the examples on page 5 of our describing data notes, which says module 8, but really this is our second module in this class. So I've got all these data values in order. So our minimum is the smallest number in our list. So that would be 6. Come on, tablet. And our maximum would be the largest number in our list, which is 97, right? Did anyone count how many values there are? Because that's important. We need to know what n is. I counted them too, and there were 15 of them. Is that important to know that there were 15 of them?
Yeah.
15 numbers in our list. Yes. Perfect. So now to find quartile 1, what we do is we take 15 and we divide, or we multiply by 0.25. But you could do the same thing by dividing by 4. So 0.25, that's what he was just explaining in the video I turned off, times 15. So somebody use a calculator. I don't care if you use your cell phones or your Chromebooks or grab one.
25 times 15, right?
Yeah. So what'd you get?
I'm just making sure.
Oh, 0.25 times 15. Yes.
She said 18.
Did it come out evenly? What did it come out as? 15 times 0.25 is what? Okay, it should be 3.75, isn't it? Okay, so we round it to 4, and then that tells us we're looking at the 4th number, right? So 3.75, we round that up to 4, and we look at the 4th number. Which is that one right there. Okay, so the 4th number is 18. Okay, what's half of 15? Half of 15 is what?
7.5.
7.5. So that rounds up to 8. So it's the 8th number. So the 8th number is 49. Another way of figuring that out would be to just count backwards from the middle. Why is it good to use this method, though, of multiplying by 0.25 or multiplying by 0.5 instead of just counting from each end? Yeah, exactly. What if you have 1,000 data points? Well, there's technology that does that, right? But still, it's just a way of helping you out. Okay, so then we're going to do 0.75 times 15, which is 11.25. So 8, 9, 10, 11. But I think I kind of want to go back to that video. Sorry. If L is a decimal value, we round up L to the next whole number. So it's always round up. So even though 11.25, 15 times 0.75, 11.25, technically we've been taught to round a number like that down to 11. That's not what we do here. We are looking for the number up from that. So 11.25, we're going to look at the 12th number. Okay, so back to our notes. Just here. So the 12th number, so this is 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th is 82. And then the maximum is 97. This works out really well because we have a number and then we have, is it like just 2 numbers in between each one, I think, isn't it? Or did some of them have 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that works. How do we feel about that problem? Okay. I see a thumbs up. Thank you. Any questions about how we went through and did that? Okay. Now, this one's a frequency table, so the numbers aren't listed in order for us. We just happen to know that there's 3 30s, and then there's 6 40s, and there's 8 50s, and there's 4 60s, and there's 5 70s, and 4 80s, right? So let's go ahead and figure out what we can immediately. What's our minimum? 30. Does that make sense? Because that's the smallest number in our frequency table. And then what's our maximum number? 80. That's the biggest number in our frequency table here. So then we want to figure out how many numbers there are. So let's add these together, which I should just write on the smart board. It would behave better than my tablet. I don't like my handwriting. So we're adding these numbers together. So 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 8 is 17, plus 4 is 21, 26, 30 numbers total. Is that what you guys got? 30 numbers? Awesome. So then for quartile 1, we're going to do 0.25 times 30. And we get 7.5. So this is the first 3 numbers. This is the next 6 numbers, right? So that is numbers 1, 2, and 3. And then this one is numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 7.5 rounds up to 8. What would our 8th number be if the 40 takes us clear up to number 10? 40. Does that make sense? The 8th number is going to be 40 because 40 goes up to 8 numbers. Oops, I meant 30. I'll just put 8th number. Okay, median. Median is the middle number. Now, if you have an even number of numbers, is there a middle number?
No.
No, so we have to do the average of the 2 middle numbers. We can also just use our 0.5 times 30, which gives us 15. So where would the 15th number be? So we have 3 and then 9. Oh, I lied. That only goes up to number 9, not 10. So 3 numbers, 9 numbers, and then 17 numbers to get to this point. So what number does the 15th number land on? 50. So the median is 50 because it's the 15th number. Now, using the method of averaging, if we were actually counting backwards from each end to find the middle number that way, there would be 2 middle numbers because it's an even number of numbers, right? So to find the middle number of the 2 middle numbers, we would have to add them together and divide by 2. Well, that would be the 15th number and the 16th number, right? So what is the 15th number and the 16th number? They're both 50 because that goes clear up to the 17th number. And so that verifies that that median number has to be 15. Okay, and then quartile 3 would be 0.75 times 30. So 0.75 times 3. So 22.5. So that takes us up to 23. So we had 17 to here. we add 4, that takes us to the 21st number. And then we add 5, which takes us to the 26th number. So 70 is the number 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So what's our quartile 3? Quartile 3 is 70, right? So like the 23rd number. Okay, just to make sure I am doing this properly, let's go back and just kind of finish watching that video. We'll just skim it.